Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Here's what I'm looking at here. Sunset. It's been a while since I've come to this spot. Woo. Actually, the mosquitoes are starting to come. It's a humid day. It's a rainy season here in Zanzibar. So we hadn't made a video in a little while. I'm not sure where this is gonna come up, but basically just wanted to hop on and just give an encouraging message. Basically, I was watching an interview with the Nomad Capitalist and Ashley in Africa, and they were talking about something that reminded me of slow travel, loosely. I think slow travel, look it up if you don't know much about it, I think is when you move to a new country and you stay there for a while on your nomad journey. So kind of like us, we spent like a year in Rwanda and then took an investment opportunity here in Zanzibar. As we always say, tell you guys who knows where we'll end up next. But we're enjoying this right now. Spend a little bit of time in a new country you go to and how you can take baby steps. There's this Japanese philosophy, the Nomad Capitalist. Check out his channel as well. And Ashley in Africa's. There's this Japanese philosophy he was practicing. I can't pronounce it, but basically it had to do with taking your time. Here in Zanzibar, Swahili land, they call it, maybe not quite a philosophy, but kidogo seems to mean taking your time, not being rushed or anything like that. Followed by like Hakuna Matata, no worries, followed by Amnashita, no problems. And basically they were saying how like open a bank account somewhere. Like when you go on your scouting trip, our family, if you're new here, we lived in Zanzibar going on 3 years now. But when we moved out of the States in 2021, we hadn't scouted yet. We definitely encourage people to do that if you have the means to do it. We're not necessarily encouraging anyone to just go off and, have only a few hundred or a few $1,000s and you've never been anywhere, sorry, I'm all dark. We're not encouraging you to do that. If you do that, that's on you. And we wish you the best. But one thing that can help you is something I hadn't thought about. When you go on your scouting trips, if you want to diversify income, a lot of the interview with Nomad Capitalist and Ashley was also about doing business and things that we're, building here as well. More so in the digital nomad space, but, on the entrepreneurial journey. And they were talking about how you can take your time by opening a bank account on a simple tourism visa. It's one of the most common, if not maybe the most common visa you can get, somewhere on average. You might be able to stay somewhere for like 3 to 6 months before you need to renew that tourism visa. But a lot of people can just be on a tourism visa somewhere, scouting out where they want to live. And you can open a bank account. Put maybe $100 in there or whatever you have into the local currency. And Nomad was talking about how it psychologically does something to you for the better. It improves your mood about living abroad more permanently, because now you've put down roots, not roots, but you've taken a tangible step toward your new life by putting money. I don't know if I want to say into the country per se. That sounds more like business, which you might be doing. I'm just talking about you diversifying your income or diversifying your money, having USD, having maybe T shillings. That's what they have here in Tanzania. Maybe having francs if you're, maybe you went to Rwanda like we did, or whatever the local currency is. You can take a step forward to diversifying your income as you scout out places by just opening a bank account on their tourism visa. And you don't have to stay there. It's okay. You can go back home, to my understanding, back to the States while you're scouting out places. You can go back home and your money's there. You can add more money. You can, of course, learn at the bank, how easy is it to, transfer, USD into, my bank account, on the app or on the desktop. or whatever that is. And it's, you check it every week or something, like, oh, my money's still there. Okay, cool. I'm not doing half bad. But it's like, you don't have to just go and just drop everything and move to Tanzania or move to an island somewhere. You can take your time. You can scout by, living on, the local tourism visa for a minimum 3 months somewhere. And while you're there, if you're liking what you're seeing, you're liking the pace of life, you're liking the conversion rates of the money, so on and so forth, you might consider, researching what are the most trusted banks or whatever in that country or something. What are the banks people are, most pleased with, and you can open up an account there, get the app if they're doing the app or something like that. Put some cash in, put like $100 or something, and it's like, wow, so now I have USD and now I have local currency. In this case, if say you were scouting Tanzania, now you got some shilling, like literally you've got some shillings. If you're trying to be diversifying, because of the fluctuations in USD, in this BRICS world, things that we're living in. And so I just thought that was encouraging because I didn't know that. I have a local bank account here in Tanzania now, after having moved. But again, since we hadn't scouted, it had never occurred to me, I could go somewhere and just have new money. Even as a hobby, the places we go, I collect a little bit of local currency, just literally the smallest amount, just to be like, oh, it's a little personal, little souvenir. So I just thought I'd share that, something you might consider as you slowly make your way toward moving out of America and seeing where you want to land for a few months, for a few years. Consider spreading your money out, and just seeing what that does to your mood and to your psychology of, man, this thing is possible. Now I'm not only diversifying, my visas or my residencies. You might decide to get a residency somewhere like we did. You can also diversify your money as well and just have money in different places whenever you need it. And it'll be waiting for you when you go back, when you fully settle in that country or when you visit again. So with that, if you want to learn more about moving abroad, May 18th, our family is hosting our latest Move Abroad in 3 Easy Steps workshop, where we go over identifying where you want to go, budgeting, and also the research hacks that work with us. You get to ask us questions. We give you some take-home digital downloads and things to help you out with your attitude about finding a place, visas, budgeting hacks that work with us that we'll then give to you, and plenty more. All of that's linked in the description of this video, as well as links if you're interested in members only behind the scenes life in Zanzibar. Our masterclass is in our members only, as well as our newsletter and other fun goodies. All that stuff is linked in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. Here, check out the final part of this sunset here in Zanzibar, and we'll see you next time.